is like we will be trying to create an external class, okay, and from this external class that we will be creating, we will try to use it in another module in a separate one. So how do you do that? First of all, you create your Visual Studio project, okay. You can go for create project. Now from this you have various options, so out of this you choose this one, choose for class library, okay. Give a proper name. So what we will try to do today is that we will create a class where we'll do the program for checking whether a number is a perfect number or not, okay. Perfect number like 6, 28, these are called perfect number, because if you from 1 to 6, except for 6, if you check for which number divides the 6, okay, and if it is, you add them up, if you get the original number, that is what is a perfect number. Let's try to do it. So we'll name our class as, let's say, perfect uh, perfect number class, okay. So that's the name of the class. You must be knowing where I'm saving it. For example, I'm saving it in F drive, programs and all, okay. So this is where I'm creating it, so I give okay. Now once you create this, you won't find any main over here, okay. You have a class by the name class1, okay, and you don't have the main part, because main part is something what we will be doing in some other project, and we'll try to consume this class there. So let's give a name here, okay. So here let's say we give the name as perfect number, perfect number, okay. So we have a class now which is a public class by the name perfect number, okay. So inside this you create some we will have to write some code for perfect checking whether it's a perfect number or not. For that, what we do is that we need something called int, let's say no, sorry, it's a VB program, dim, let's say no as integer, okay. And we have to create maybe, yeah, no as integer, and then we create a function or sub procedures, okay. Sub procedure for taking the input, or maybe we can create one procedure itself which will do everything for us. That's again up to you, okay, how flexible you want to, but let's create one, okay. That is for input, okay. So we'll ask the user, and we are doing a console application, okay. So what we'll do is that we can ask the user by asking console dot, or you can say write line, okay. Then we say please enter the number to check for the perfect number, okay. So and then we can keep it here by converting again, no equals to, we have to convert it at the same time, convert to convert it to 16, then console dot use readline. So this is a function which is going to ask the number from the user and keep it in a variable by the end, okay. And then we create another sub procedure, very simple, okay, where we are just going to calculate, means we are going to check whether it's a perfect number or not, okay. So let's give it name as perfect, okay. So we give this name as perfect, and I'm not going to type again these things, I have already done this part. So what I'll do is that I'll just copy this code, and this is the one for checking it's a perfect number, okay. So here this is a code, because this I'll just remove, so dim all these things, I'll explain you now. If, okay, I just have to check if my no, the original number is equals to C, then it's a perfect number. Console dot, we'll say write line, the enter number is a perfect number, okay. Else you just have to say it is not a perfect number. So very simple, we are creating it right now. Number is not a perfect number. Now Basically, we have a class now by the name perfect number, that is perfect NO. We have two methods here. One is input, another is perfect. Input is going to ask from me what is the number, and perfect is just going to check by through this program whether it's a perfect number or not. Okay, so we are done with this. But next thing you have to do here is that you have to rebuild your solution. So right click and rebuild. Right click on the solution, right click and rebuild the solution. Okay, once you have done that, because this is not a there is no main over here, so it won't create the exe file. What it will create is the DLL file, and that DLL file is what we are going to consume it in the next project, where we have the main, so that the main calls this functions or the methods. Okay, so for that, now let's close this. Okay, so let's close this, and to show you where this particular DLL file is, we'll go to the folder. Like if you go to here, so it is kept under this, because I created this project here. So you can see here we have created one, see, perfect number class, if you remember. Okay, inside this, if you go to this one, inside this, if you go to bin, okay, inside this you'll find this DLL, and that is what is important, this one. Okay, this is what we are going to consume. So this is the path computer, this is where we have kept it. Okay, and if you've noticed, there is no exe file. Okay, now what I do next is that I create another project. So go for this one, but this time you will create a console project. Okay, so you'll create a console project, and we are going to console, because this is where the main function will be there. So let's say we give this name as maybe perfect number, uh, perfect perfect number. So I'm giving a name again. Now remember, again it is getting stored in this one, okay, in the same folder where I created that one. So I give okay, and you'll notice that this has got a main. But if I directly now, if I want to try to make the object of that particular class, I cannot, because I have to add a reference to that particular class. To add the reference, go to this project, you go to this one, add reference. Okay, so if you click on this, so it takes a time, because it creates that means it looks for all the DLLs and all those things that is inbuilt, and because it will be an external one for us. Okay, so it takes certain times to this is what it will come up. Okay, now from here we do not want any .NET COM projects, we want our own. So go for the browse. Okay, in the browse, what you do is that you search for the one that DLL particular file. Okay, so you click on this one, and if you remember, I kept it in this particular folder under this perfect number class, under this bin, and then inside this div, this is the perfect number class.dll. So select this, give okay. Okay, so what we did just now is that we added a reference to the class which is external to my current project. Okay, so now if you really want to see where is that particular extended class, so what you can do is that you can go for this one, show all files, and if you go to this reference, you should be able to see this one, perfect number class. If this is there, that means it has already come. Okay, so now what you do is that I just have to create an object. So dim ob as uh, if you see perfect number class, it's a namespace. Okay, see, this is what has come just now. So perfect number class, so under this namespace there is a class by the name perfect number. Okay, so if you remember, if I come back to this project again, okay, uh, sorry, I have closed that one, I suppose. Okay, anyway, so that this perfect number is a class which we have just now created. Okay, now this is called, what we did just now is called, this is called your object declaration. Okay, but now what you're going to do is that we have to instantiate that object. So ob equals to new, and the same way perfect number class, this is the namespace, and then this perfect. So this is where we have just now instantiated the object. Now very simply we have to call those methods. So ob dot, first I will call, see, input and perfect, isn't it, remember? So input I am calling, which will ask me that number, and ob dot perfect is going to check the number. Okay, and we need to pause the screen. So what we will do is that we will use this console, console dot, we will use read or readline, whatever you can use. Okay, so now we run it. Okay. So it asks me, please enter the number to check for the perfect number. Now what is the good part about it is that I have never written anything in this one. Everything is inside the class by the name perfect number, which is somewhere else, and I am consuming it in this particular project. Okay, so let's say I check for 6. Okay, then the entered number is a perfect number, 6 is a perfect number. Okay, so and so on, you can check for the others. But the best part, this particular class is not in this project at all. Okay, it is somewhere. If you want to add a class local to this particular project, what you do is that you go to project and you just have to click on add class. If you do this, if you click on add class, it will come somewhere here. Okay, in that case you do not have to add any reference. You will be adding a reference to a class only when you have a class which is outside the project. Okay, so this is how we create the external class and consume it here. Okay, thank you.